A longtime client gave me a fountain pen back in December. It made me realize I hadn't used or played with a fountain pen in a very long time. I asked around about what ink to get for it and quickly learned that fountain pens and inks are a huge thing now. In the spirit of adventure, I grabbed one of the Diamine Inkvent calendars so I could try a bunch of different inks. I had so much fun playing with the new ink every evening that when I saw a Colorverse Colorvent calendar on closeout, I grabbed that too. I realized it would be useful to have some kind of notes to remember what the different inks were like so I could make better choices for future use. That led me to discover swatching. One thing I've seen people do is stamp an image with an open space in it to punch up an ink blotch. I immediately thought of my potion bottle and set out to make a two-dimensional line art stamp version. I did that in Inkscape with the final composite art in Photoshop. For laser engraving, the white parts will be untouched and become the stamping surface, while the black will be burned away. Anything in between will be engraved at different power levels depending on how dark it is. In order to provide a little more support for thin lines, I used an outer glow effects layer in Photoshop anywhere it wouldn't obscure the detail. That will create a little bit of a ramp, adding some rigidity to those lines. In addition to engraving the stamp in rubber, I cut a matching shape in 3mm EVA foam as a cushion. That helps distribute the pressure evenly for cleaner impressions. I also cut a piece of 6mm basswood to act as the handle, engraving a simplified version of the graphic on one side and a mounting guide outline on the other. The layers get assembled with contact cement. Each surface gets a thin coat, is allowed to dry for 15 minutes, then they are pressed together. Of course, I did it in 2 stages since the cushion layer gets glued on both sides. Note that I am wearing a respirator while doing this, even with the toluene-free contact cement. That's it! After stamping in permanent archival ink, I can paint in the potion body with the ink being swatched.